Hey everybody, what is up? CerealOverdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're doing today is a 50 PED mining run on asteroid FOMA, otherwise known as the famed Club Never Die. This is probably going to be my last run here unless I hit it big. As you guys know, and as I've said, this is a place where you go big, or you go home either rich or not. You're going to lose everything, or you're going to find something cool. I should be using an amp, but I'm not because I usually don't find anything out here. So there's no use in an amp. And this is when I hit that off. If I'm ever going to global mining on amped, this is the place that I'm probably going to do it. Because honestly, there's a good chance I'm going to go through 50 probes and find nothing. And there's also a good chance that I'm going to go through 50 probes and hit a global. So let's see what happens. These domes are mostly empty. They've been opened up sort of for mining, which is great. There's not too many people here, though, honestly. Compared to what Club Never Die used to be, FOMA is a shell. I'm not running into people. It doesn't feel very active. It's just not what I remember it being. It's really sad because I don't think the guy who bought it, I think it was like Buzz Lightyear, something like that, who was a famous crafter. Okay, so like a famous crafter owns this place now. I don't think he did anything wrong. He did the best that he could. He opened this up to mining. He played all the cards right. But it just, like, with the planets and all of that, it just got too oversaturated. And the market's just not there. There's not enough players that are into heavy-duty mining. So you don't get that many people up here, and that's affecting the loot, I think. That's another reason why I'm probably not going to be staying for long. So what am I doing here anyways? I just wanted to show you guys this. I'm headed out to another planet, hopefully to start doing some, differently themed videos. You guys said try another planet, so that's what I'm going to be doing. The planet I'm going to is a secret, though, so you guys don't get to find out yet. Partially because I'm just going to get in a ship and fly. I don't know where I'm going. There's no plans. There's no one that plans out these videos. It's all me. And there is no plan. So if you think that I'm doing something strategic here, I'm not. The reason I'm doing daily videos recently is just because I've been getting into it. I'm really liking seeing the growth. I'm really liking seeing, I'm getting 80 subscribers a month now. That's insane. In 10 years, I'd hit 10,000 subs, which is a long time. A long time. But hey, it took me 5 years to hit 1,000, so if I can double that number in 100 years of 1 million subscribers, that's horrible. But hey, I'll be 150. No, I'll be too old. I don't have 100 years, guys. Like this video right now. Like this video. Help me out. Anyways. Wow, I went off on a tangent. A small? What? A small of crude oil. This is why it's empty. Mine Dark screwed whoever bought this. A small. You used to never see anything like this before. This is not something that should be happening out here. You should never see a small claim. You should be seeing average, which is what I got in the last video. That should be the lowest. A small is just, oh no. It's not worth it. Alright, let's keep going though. Let's hope for the best. Crude oil I can use to fuel my ship, which is good. There's no real markup on anything anymore as far as mining goes. When there used to be a markup, mining was good. And I don't know what happened. The economy of Entropia Universe needs a rebalancing. So the way it used to work is hunters were the guys that were really enjoying the game. They're just out there shooting stuff, right? They're wasting money, but they're doing it because you can loot cool items. It's fun. It's a team activity. You like it. If you're playing it like an MMO, you can put $5, $10 in. And you can hunt with a team, you can have your fun. Nothing wrong with that, right? And if you're interested in that, just Google $5 a month hunting in Entropia Universe or something like that, and one of my videos will come up about that. Seriously, go check it out if you haven't. Anyways, you can do it. Some people say you can't, but you can. Hunt on $5, that is. Anyways, the hunters were like that, right? They were the guys that were just enjoying the game and spending money. Except for the Ubers, they could make money because they'd know which mobs to pick, when to pick them, how to time the loot waves, and what loot they'd be dropping. Again, as long as there's markup, loot is very, very important, because if you loot an item worth 200%, you're doing pretty good. If you can loot all, like, 50 PEDs of those on a 100 PED hunting run, and all you loot is those 50 PEDs, you're still breaking even. Alright, so here's the reason. I'm going to switch biodomes. I am in 9. Let's try... No. Let's try 19. Anyways, so hunters were out doing that. The miners, they still some enjoyment, right? They're still having some fun. They're out exploring the countryside, and this is before spaceships and everything like that. So you couldn't really fly anywhere. When you're out exploring, you're actually exploring. If you get stuck somewhere, you've got to go on society chat and be like, "Hey guys, I sort of messed up. There's a lot of Aatrox around me, and I'm gonna die, and I can't get out of here. I need someone to help me. Otherwise, I've got to quit the game." And people, like the whole team, would get together on like a Saturday and come save you. It was very cool. It was like a team building experience. Okay, getting stuck or finding someone else stuck in an outpost and being like, "All right, yeah, you want to team up, dude, and we'll try and fight our way out of this." And you just barely get far enough, and then you'd make it out. You'd hit a teleporter, and you'd be like, "Never again." And then next Saturday, you're like, "Hey guys, I need some help. I'm stuck." Anyways, that was like what it used to be like. The miner was that dude that was going out, getting stuck. He didn't have the skills to get saved. So the guy who was paying a little bit more money to play the game would come in and save everybody's ass, and we'd all be really appreciative of it. Ooh, what, level 23? I could actually hunt these. Anyways, the guy would come in, be very appreciative of it, and that was sort of cool. It was like a society. It was a bonding thing for societies, right? Being able to do the team hunts, go save some young member who got stuck. At the time, usually me. And, the miner being able to just go out on his own. He could sit in society chat. Like, you'd be talking. Like, you see these guys going around in rookie chat. Society chat would be 10 times busier. In like, a society's heyday, probably still. Let me know in the comments if you're in a society and it's active like that. But, like, there'd be comments flying around. Everybody's talking, having a good time. And you're just wasting time. And miners, they'd be the ones that could easily talk. They'd be just sort of, like... If you like hanging out in society chat, why not drop a few probes? And at the time, you could make you wouldn't make money mining, but you could break even pretty easily. I'm gonna get attacked by this thing, am I not? Yeah, I'm gonna get attacked. Anyways, you could break even pretty easily, right? So, oops. So like the hunter's spending the money, the miner's out there mining, he's finding some rare ores, and the crafter, who's losing a ton of money to start, is paying a markup those ores. This is before, what are they called? The blueprints that use cubes. I forget what it makes, but whatever that basic blueprint that just came out, this is before that even existed, okay? And the thing was, before that, everybody was paying markup on ores because they couldn't get anything out of the teleporter. And the markup on ores meant that miners could usually break even on the run, okay? MineDoc's always making money. Remember that. You're trying to make money off of the not the TT value, but the markup. So if you have enough players, there's going to be a high enough markup and everything's going to be good. And if you have enough rare items and all that, right, there's a whole balancing mechanism to it. And that's what I'm going to get into. Anyways, the miners would be doing that, and the crafters would be the ones spending all this. Oh, what? Why'd I do that? And the crafters, anyways, would be the ones spending all this money. They'd be spending thousands and thousands of dollars to skill up, because when they got to a certain skill level, they could start crafting really good guns, turn around, sell the guns to the hunters. The hunters would lose a few PEDs. They'd pay a little bit extra in markup, but they didn't mind. And it was sort of like it was a nice little system that was going on, and everybody was happy because the people who were getting the most fun out of it would be paying a little bit extra. That's the hunters. The miners, they might be paying a little bit to mine, but they're not paying quite as much into the system. And the crafters would pay a lot in, and later on they could pull some money out. And none of this is done in markup. The profit is all made in, none of it's done in trade terminal value. The profit's all made in markup. So MineDoc would cut 10% off of the trade terminal loot, so you'd be losing 10%. But if you're mining, you could get it back via the crafters. And if you're crafting, once you get to a high enough level, if you keep at it, you can get it back with some smart choices, you can get it back through the hunters, and the hunters, they just spend whatever they want, $10 a month, play the game, and they're losing about, maybe 15% because they're paying a little bit of extra markup to the hunters. There we go. We got a medium. Nice. I'm liking this dome. I'm feeling lucky. Let's drop another one right here. Let's do it, guys. Anyways, that's how it used to work. But somehow, Mindark messed everything up. They stopped worrying about the balance of the economy, I think. And when they put nanocubes in as something that could be crafted for no extra markup, the people that were paying the markup, the crafters, stopped paying the miners. The miners stopped mining and they started hunting, and the hunters kept losing money, but it just wasn't as the system was not as good as it was before. And somewhere along the line it broke, and now there's no markup on anything. And people are leaving because they can't make a profit every now and then. They're not even coming close, and Mindark has to keep pulling more money off. And we're in a bit of a spiral right now, I think. And I think we're going to pull out of it. I really think we will. It's just, Mindark almost needs to go out, hire someone who designs these economies, maybe an economist even. Have them come in and figure out how to balance this economy so that everybody is paying a little bit out, except for the top players who are making a little bit, right? For everything. You need someone to look up to, someone who's making that money, right? Like, nobody gets into, so one thing I do is I DJ, right? No one gets into DJing. Well, a lot of people get in because they like the music, but nobody starts investing in gear, buying the best stuff, because let's face it, I can just wear headphones, DJ, everything's good. I don't go out and buy the speakers and all this gear and lights just for myself. I buy it because, if I'm going to go to a party, I know that's what they need for me to play, and I know that I'm giving money right now and I'm going to get it back later. The game used to sort of be like that. People knew if they put enough money in now, enough time, eventually they could get it back later. Along the way, some people would drop out. Some people would say, hey, I'm fine losing. I just want a game that's like an MMO, but I don't have to put as much time in. I can pay a little bit extra and do fine, okay? It was the first version of pay to win. And now that pay to win's a thing everywhere, that makes it hard. You need some rebalancing. You need to do some refiguring of things. You need to figure out a way to tell people, like, hey, that dude streaming Fortnite or that dude streaming Overwatch, he's making money, but you can make money in a different way. Look at this, come to Entropia. But they're not doing that. They're losing people. And they're losing the type of people that they need. They need those hardcore players who are putting a lot of time in. They need those free players, because when I was a free player, I'd put in way more time than the people who paid. And the people who paid, I don't pay now, but I'm getting money out of deeds, so it's like I paid, right? The people who paid, they'd come in, they'd see all these free players. There were probably like 10 of us in society chat almost every day sometimes, just talking. The free players would come in, the paid players would come in, they'd join in the chat. Oh, we hit another one. This is a good dome. I'm liking it. Anyways, they'd come in, they'd see all the free players chatting, they'd chat with us, they'd be fine putting in a little bit more money because they're having good fun chatting, and, the economy keeps on going that way. Because you need to make people feel like they're not losing. For instance, if I go to a casino, okay, and I'm spending like $10 an hour, I don't mind, because if I went to a bar, I'd probably be spending $30 an hour. I live in an expensive city, but I'd probably be spending $30 an hour, right? So at the casino, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a good deal for my money. Am I? I don't know. Because eventually I'm going to go, put $100 down on blackjack and be very disappointed when I lose. And if I win, I'm going to double it and be very disappointed when I lose. You'd think I'd learn my lesson, but I don't. But Mindark needs to be like that. They need to get something to keep the players coming back. And it used to be the community. They need to rebuild that community from the ground up. They need to start, reaching. I'm on fire over here. Sorry. They need to start reaching out, though, to community members who are influential, okay? They need to bring Neverdie back into the game. I know I was talking about Neverdie coin. They need to work with him on that coin. They need to get him back into the game because he was a personality. They need to get some of these streamers in the game. They need to get YouTubers. They need to get famous people. Not famous, but in the gaming scene famous, right? They need to get those people into the game, the people who are going to be playing all the time. They need to get those high school kids, those middle school kids, those college kids. that really don't have that much money but have the time into the game, sweating, doing something, because they're going to keep it active so that when people come in who are, they're spending money, they have people around that they enjoy being around, that they can chit chat with, that they can buy sweat from and help out and feel like they're part of a community. Because if you make people feel like they're part of a community, you're gonna get some loyalty out of it, right? There's a lot of people that keep WoW subscriptions going just because they still want to log in to chat with their friends. Think about that. There's a whole social circle based around that, and Blizzard is making bank off of it. Mindark can do the same thing. It's a free game too, so people are going to feel perfectly comfortable. I know I used to, logging in just to talk. And you need that because there's some players like me who are paying to play. I say me, but I'm not paying to play exactly. But anyways, there's players like me who are just paying money every time they log in, and they want something to do. They want to be in chat saying like, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 right? And they're not. So you've got a lot of people leaving, and then you've got people like me who just end up talking to YouTube about it. Because I used to be in society chat all the time. I probably still would be. I probably wouldn't be on YouTube making these videos if I was always in society chat. At least not initially. Now, because I've got like some people around and you guys are all very cool, of course I'm going to keep doing it. But back in the day, maybe not. Maybe I would have just stuck with this. I don't know if that's good or bad or what, but you get what I'm saying. There needs to be a community. And just one more thing to prove my point. Let's go to the main complex south, because I want to check the auction and show you guys sort of... Actually, I'll make another video about that called Is FOMA Dying? That sounds like a good title, catchy title. Let's see how much I made, if I made anything. 50 PED run, no amp, which might have been stupid. And what did we get? A few different items, a lot of hits, that's good. We only got 33 PEDs. We took a 20 PED loss, same as Calypso. Very disappointing though. I was hoping I'd either go big or lose it all, and neither of those happened. Anyways, I hope you guys like the video, and if you get questions, comments, because I do leave a lot of stories untold or half finished. I do leave a lot of questions that I pose unanswered. So if you've got those questions, if there's something I messed up, if there's something I missed, post down below. Anyways, until next time, peace.